Hey everybody, Tim here. Welcome back to the channel. Got another ultimate 9-ball run out here for you. If you didn't see my last one, basically what I do is I break the balls, I sticker them up, and then I shoot each shot different ways to see if we can figure out the best possible way to get to the next ball. Shooting the one in the side pocket really isn't a great option because there's no way to do that without bumping the 7, and you don't really want to be bumping balls if you don't have to. As you can see, it was tied up. The much better option is to shoot the one down in the corner pocket and draw it back down off of the end rail. That will guarantee you a shot on the 2. On the 2, you can either follow 2 rails and come up like this for the 3. And we'll come back to that. But first, my preferred shot is a little bit of draw with some stun. Just basically hold the ball down there so you can get a nice shot on the 3. The first option here on the 3, just a little draw shot. Basically come 2 rails and try and get position on the 5. But as you can see, your position window is very small. A much better option is just to follow with a touch of right spin, and the cue ball will come up nicely, and you'll get a really good shot on the 5. We're pretty straight on the 5, so really our only option is to draw back. If you draw too far, you can shoot down in the corner, but I shot this shot a few times, and every time I would manage to get a decent shot on the 6 to get position on the 7. And with the 6, you can just follow off the side rail. You just don't want to hit it too hard. I personally like cheating the pocket a little to keep the cue ball a little bit straighter and hold it closer to the center table. With the 7, you can just follow off the side rail and come back across the table for a nice shot on the 9 in the corner pocket. And as you can see, that works out nicely. And another option would be just a softer draw shot and hold the cue ball on that side of the table. You're pretty much guaranteed a nice shot on the 9 as well. As you can see, it's a very makeable shot. So let's go back to the follow shot on the 2 and see how that run out goes. With this one here, I just decided to do the run out 2 different ways. So again, I'm going to draw off the end rail for that same shot on the 2 and a follow shot to come around up between the 5 and the 9 for that shot on the 3. And as you can see, much like the last run out with this position on the 3, if you hit it with a stun or draw shot and come 2 rails, it's just a lot more difficult to get a nice shot on the 5. So once again, I'm going to just hit it with some right spin, come back up to the center table, and get a much nicer shot on the 5. You definitely want to make sure on the 5 that you shoot a follow shot, because any kind of stun shot, you're going to bump the 9 and give yourself a harder shot on the 6. But with a nice follow shot, it just comes around very nicely for a beautiful shot on the 6 in the side pocket. And a follow shot's pretty much the only option I had on the 6, but the natural angle on the cue ball brings us perfectly in line for the 7. You can hit a little below center here and try and hold the cue ball, but scratching is very possible. So the better option, as far as I'm concerned, is just to follow ahead on the 7, and you'll actually get a straighter shot on the 9 as well because of it. And we're pretty much straight on the 9. And that'll do it for this run out, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Please feel free to like the video and subscribe. And if you have any comments, any suggestions, things that you would have done differently, I am definitely always welcome to those. I read the comments, and I have learned some things from my viewers, and I much appreciate it. And it's really the reason I started the channel. So you guys take care and happy cueing.